this is one I constantly get asked, and look, why not use ChatGPT to summarize it? It's like, what is a fan out query in SEO? Well, a fan out query isn't a normal Google term, but it is something that's depicted to talk about a content strategy, describe how single intent branches out into multiple data queries. And the best running shoes would be example for flat feet, beginner shoes. They're fan out queries. So they're things that Google expands on or ChatGPT expands on. It's not just Google that use it. A lot of these LLMs will use this. They'll use multiple queries to try and generate the one good answer and bring everything under one roof. Now, let's get into how you can actually find these things. Because if you include these, they could be new articles or they could be topics within an article to make it like 10x and expand on it. Kind of to the strategy of using the people also ask, right? But as this one, the best running shoes, if we look at it, how do you find out what Google is using in the fan out queries? Well, that's actually really easy to do. So if you look at this little snippet up here, you want to take this URL that's associated with this search term. You want to click inspect. You pop over to your network tab, right? And on the network tab, we're able to refresh the page. And you'll see that all of these things pop in, but you're going to do a filter search and you're going to go type it in, right? And it's going to come. You don't go with the first one, you go with this symbol here. And within this is going to allow us to see what queries they used in this fan out. So I'm going to go, you click on here and you go control find and you type in queries, right? And when you type in queries, what's going to happen is it's going to show you what ChatGPT used. So the queries it used here is the best running shoes in 2026 for men and women, choose popular models. So it wasn't just that one query. Finding the best running shoes depended on a few things. But that's the biggest query that they used, right? So you can detect multiple queries for this if you keep on having a look and see what people have typed in. And it just so happens that that was the main one on this particular topic. So they didn't use as many in this, but that's where you actually go to see the queries and things. But very handy, great way to see if ChatGPT or something's used. But in this one, they just used the one query. So interesting to see how they pull that back. But yeah, it's great if you analyze the context of this just to see how it's working and how it's done. But excellent, and can be they can use multiple queries on some things. But one of the things you can ask, what other outside of this, what other type of queries would people search here? Don't just use this technical side of things. Also go in and ask ChatGPT. And it'll ask you, it'll come back with other possible responses for it. So even just by asking ChatGPT, you can come up with some examples. So more specific searches might be people typing these things in. But if you include these in your own copy, you have the opportunity to show up above these. It's great for content strategy. It's great for enhancing a current article that you have, as I mentioned. But it's a really good possibility that these are the things that ChatGPT would look to expand on an answer and go into these queries. But that's where the fan out query is.